such an asshole.
Hello, children. We got Clarey test request. Three of them: Ozzy Osborne, Shia LaBeouf, and Jim Hopper. From Kevin. Kevin writes, I don't know if Jim Hopper is an actor or if he's a character in Stranger Things, but let's go look it up. I'll tell you right now, Ozzy Osborne is proof my generation were idiots. I rank Ozzy Osborne up there with the pacifiers. You're like, dude, man, Ozzy Osborne. But we were idiots. I know everyone thinks Gen X was like the superior race. We weren't. We were probably just as stupid as you. Well, no one's that stupid. I mean, but we were like 98% there. And Ozzy Osborne, oh boy, what an edgy guy he is. Who knows? He might have been like Gene Simmons, an absolute genius. Let's go. John Michael Ozzy Osborne, born 1948, English singer, songwriter, television personality. He rose to prominence during the 70s. That's when all the good stuff happened. As the lead vocalist for the heavy metal Black Sabbath, during which period he adopted the nickname Prince of Darkness. Osborne was fired from Black... Okay, you get fired. Okay, hang on. Ozzy Osborne was fired from Black Sabbath in 1979 due to alcohol and drug problems. Holy cow, man. Oh, but went on to have a successful solo career, releasing 12 studio albums, the first 7 of which received multi-platinum certificate. You can go double mer. Certifications in the U.S., proving that United States people are complete freaking morons in the 70s. Osborne has since reunited with Black Sabbath on several occasions. Booby boo, total sales, blah, blah, blah. Early life. I look like a bunch of douchebags. Born Marston Green. Grew up in Birmingham. Mother was a non-observant Catholic who worked days at a factory. Doesn't sound like it came from wealth. His father, John Thomas Jack Osborne, worked night shifts as a tool maker at the General Electric Company. All right, so he did not come from wealth. Osborne has 3 older sisters, 2 small bedroom, 14. Osborne dealt with dyslexia. I said, no, it's not a thing. It's not a thing. I don't care. I don't care. It's not a thing. He spelled tie instead of it, and ought instead of to. Oh my God! Here's some money. He suffered sexual abuse from school bullies. Okay, did he really, or did they just give him a wedgie? I really want it. Osborne claimed to have attempted suicide multiple times as a teenager. Left school at 15 and was employed as a construction site laborer, trainee plumber, apprentice toolmaker, car factory horn turner. Okay, he's got work. He's got real world working experience. Dabbled in crime. To teach his son a lesson, his father refused to pay the fine. Good. Drawn to the stage. So he didn't go to college. That's good. So he's got 3. So far, he came from poverty. Has real world working experience. And as much as I dislike his music and his antics and the man, touring globally is no joke. You have to have some work at becoming a musician. Served as a vocalist, 2067. No mention of. So he didn't go to college for stupid stuff. Has real world working experience. Came from poverty. What's he doing now? He's still working, isn't he? Still working. 2010s. Release date of, 2020s. All right. Osborne released. He's still working. February 21st, 2020. Still working. Released an album. 1 week. November 2021. Sony announced that the guy's 73 years old, still working. Announced that Osborne's album will be released within 6 months. On June 24th, 2022, Osborne announced his upcoming 13th studio album, Patient Number 9. Gotta hand it to him. Guy's got a perfect score. Do I want to have a beer with him? Ironically, no. I know he's got a perfect score. No, don't care, man. Like, you just became a stereotype. 70s hair. Oh, did you eat the chicken thing on the stage? Wow. Okay, have fun, buddy. And no, I do not think he should run for office because he's not mentally all there. Neither is President Biden, but no, I don't want Ozzy Osborne in public office. Terribly sorry. All right, Shia LaBeouf, the guy who had a career, could have been the next Indiana Jones, but then he took on 4chan and lost. All right. Wikipedia. Born 1986, actor, artist, filmmaker, played boopy doopy doo, beady beady bee. Just a lot of stuff in the aughts and the teens. Early life. Born in Los Angeles, California. He's the only child of Shayna Sadie and Jeffrey LaBeouf. His mother's a visual artist, jewelry designer, and former dancer, while his father was a Vietnam veteran, former professional clown. All right, neither of those pay. LaBeouf's mother is Jewish, father Cajun French descent, Christian. Describes himself as Jewish, both sides, baptized. Camps boo, bah, bah, bah. LaBeouf describes his parents as hippies, father's tough as nails, different breed, upbringing as hippie lifestyle, so no money. Parents pretty weird people. They love me and I love them. That's good. At least he's got love. Childhood accompanies fathers to meetings of Alcoholics Anonymous. Verbal and mental abuse by his father, who once pointed a gun at his. I was gonna say, oh, he called you names and yelled at you. Oh, put a gun in your head. Okay. Has stated father on drugs, rehabilitation. Oh, he did not. Oh, yeah. And LaBeouf's mother was trying to hold down the fire. All right. So he did not come from wealth. Parents divorced, mainly owing to financial problems. He grew up poor in Echo Park. My mother worked selling fabrics and brooches. Anything to avoid a real job. Hey, Mrs. LaBeouf. Uncle was going to adopt him. Okay, so he didn't come from wealth. Not at all. He attended a magnet school of work avoidance. I mean, the 32nd Street Visual and Performing and Arts Magnet. Is that where fame was? Is that fame? Was it fame? Was everybody going to live forever? People were woke way before you guys were. Okay, so 1996, he's 10 years old. Prior to acting, LaBeouf practiced comedy around his neighborhood as an escape. 10, yeah, started performing at stand-up comedy clubs. Kids got hustle. That's like me collecting cans when I was younger. 50-year-old mouth on the 10-year-old kid. He subsequently found an agent through the Yellow Pages, was taken on after pretending to be his own manager. This is cool. He's got what's his name? Frank Abagnale. Catch Me If You Can a little bit. Became known among young audiences playing Lou Stevens on the Disney Channel, Even Stevens. All right, so early 2000s, he's still a teenager. Orlando earned a Daytime Emmy Award. He said that he grew up on that show. Appeared in Holes. Okay. Didn't go to school either. College, I mean. All right. So far, so good. Didn't come from wealth. Didn't major in stupid stuff. He was the generation for it. Where his dad didn't just put a gun to his head, but the mom would come in and with a machine gun, put it to his head. You will go to college. Oh yeah, Megan Fox was hot back in the day. He's a good-looking guy. He's working. 2019 started comedy drama, Peanut Butter Falcon, performance art. Yeah, where's the thing? Plagiarism, no person. Am I correct? Where's the thing about Indiana Jones where it's not that he lost it there? Or no, it was Transformers. Reprised the role as Sam Witke, ended due to LaBeouf's injury from his car accident. A rescript a couple weeks earlier than expected line of return near the end. Injured his eye when he hit a prop. Oh, poor guy. Resumed filming 2 hours later. Icelandic band. I'm just put on would have been Broadway debut. 2015, starring 2016, 2017. Portrayed tennis player John McEnroe. Very interesting. 2019, 2020. He's working. Personal life, I don't really care. He's still working. Yeah, there's his. Yeah, he's got something scheduled for 2022. He's into music. Yeah. Also perfect score. Would I like to have a beer with him? Yeah, we'd have a little chat about what were you thinking about putting the flag. I know you hated Trump. Was it because you hated Trump? He was not the cause of whatever problems ailed you. And then should he run for office? Yeah, I'd be okay with it. I don't know if I'd vote for him, but yeah, he'd be all right running for office. That's all right. Jim Hopper. That's professional what I did. You move it closer. That's what I did right there. Jim Hopper. It's a fictional character. All right, let's go Wikipedia. Jim Hopper, fictional character from the Netflix science action fiction horror drama series Stranger Things. He is the chief of police in Hawkins, Indiana, who through first series seasons 11, 12. Nicknamed Hop, chief of Hawkins. So he has a real job still working. So those two are off. Hopper has lived in Hawkins nearly all of his life, having attended high school with Joyce Byers and Bob Newby. Hop served in the chemical corps during Vietnam War, where he worked with Agent Orange. An experience he believes led to his daughter Sarah's fatal illness. Married to Diane, they had a daughter Sarah. They divorced. Young daughter died of cancer, which caused him to lapse in alcohol and drug addiction. Cope with for a few years. Sarah's death. Homicide detective in New York City moved back to Hop. Okay, sounds like a very tortured guy. No mention of college. So I guess if he went into Vietnam, anything about his background? Fat Rambo. I tell his son missing. I don't want to read through all this just to find also gets to point on stands him up for dinner. All women stood men up for dinner back then. Let's find Fan Wiki. This might have a little bit more of a bio. Jim Hopper. Russian scientist? Oh my God. Catch up. Transportation. Familial. Well, wait a minute. Equipment. Abilities? What is this, a video game? Main history. Background. Okay, born 1942 to unnamed parents. Grandfather resided in a cabin in nearby woods for some time until his death, and it soon became a storage unit. In middle school, Jim began having a distaste for science. Teacher, Hawkins, extremely close, ditching class, smoking cigarettes. Mentioning mother. lied to his mother about being in it back 9th grade. After graduating around 1960, served Vietnam. Okay, it doesn't sound like he came from wealth. No mention of a dad. No college mentioned. And off to the military. I'm going to give him a perfect score there as well. Would I like to have a beer with him? Yes. I've seen one episode or at least a couple scenes with that guy in there. Should run for office. Absolutely. I would love to have a beer with Jim Hopper. And yes, he should run for office. So there we go. All right. We got super chats. Trump's wife. What? Ivana Trump? His first wife died? It's too bad. She wasn't that old, was she? Wisdom Vision Productions, $5. Help me, Obi-Wan Cappy Nobi. Should I buy 1 ounce of gold or 100 ounces of silver? I go with the silver. It's divisible. It's more, that gives you, unless you're going to, look, 1 ounce of gold is like, I'm buying your daughter off of you in a post-apocalyptic world. I'm buying your farm. That's what gold will buy. I prefer 100 ounces of silver. A little bit easier to keep track of. So that's what I would do. It's not 1 to 100, isn't the gold to silver ratio around 35 to 1 or 30 to 1 or something like that? I prefer silver over gold. Timus Maximus, 10 Australian dollars. Thank you, Timus. Good morning, Cappy. Cheers for the books. Your writing has helped out. Good. I'm glad. I'm happy. Very happy that it's helped out. I've been getting that a lot. A lot of people saying thanks for the help. Oh my good. It means you're reading it. Let me tell you about this book called Worthless that came out in 2011, and we could have avoided $1.5 trillion crisis in the education industry, but nobody read it, so it didn't help out anybody. It helped out a couple thousand, like 10,000 people, not the millions that need it. And then I would have been declared a hero. And they said he wasn't ahead of his time. He was right. He was the man we needed at the time we needed him. And here's the $1 billion. Oh my God, what's your next book going to be about? I'm like, it's this. And then they give me more billions of dollars. And they say, oh man, we should really listen to this guy. And then the world would have been a better place. But that didn't happen. But I'm glad that I'm helping people now. And they say, his book helped me. And I let him know while he was still alive. All you Tesla fans, like, it doesn't do him any good. He's dead. But thank you very much. Nice to hear. Jenkins, Tree Fitty. Thoughts on the Free State Project in New Hampshire? I'm not against it. I'm fine with it. How long has it been running? And once again, libertarians didn't achieve a goal. I having run into libertarians, you realize that most of them are there for religious purposes, not for practical ones, or even principled ones. Like, well, this is how we should treat humans. This is the most ethical, individual, right, respectable, kind of the golden rule codified into a political economic model. But it's like, I'm a libertarian, vegans, libertarians, animal rights activists, pacifists. They don't do it for the noble intentions of treating animals with kindness or pacifism. They do it so they're like, I'm a good person. But libertarians are kind of like the same, like conspiracy theorists and Bigfoot people. They're just bored, skinny virgin dudes who don't get laid. 80% of the Libertarian Party. Oh man, got an idea, I see. Do you know what praxeology is? Like, hey guys, I don't need to get that deep into the Austrian School of Economics. I don't need to get into that. I just kind of take some key points from Murray Rothbard and kind of, hey, leave you alone, leave me alone, don't tax each other too much. I think that's what's about the level you need to go. We're caught up. Boom, there we are. All right, more on the way. See you guys later, Toodles.